Hello everybody, this is Sarah from Sarah's Emporium, here to do a first impressions walkthrough of the first volume of the Witch's Grimoire Oracle. Herbology and the Garden Magic is the one I got. I'll put up a picture of the other ones that were available. I did this one because I like gardening and I like herbs, so this one really drew me in, but he has other ones that are for animals and gemstones, and minerals and stuff like that. So this says dive into the magical pages of the Witch's Grimoire. Grounded by the Moon is the creator of this deck. This was available on Kickstarter, and it will be available for purchase later on. Right now we're just going to be looking through the cards and checking it out. I'll show you some of the other goodies I got from the Kickstarter as well at the end of this video. I figured this time around I'd just show you the cards first, and then, you know, if you don't want to watch any more, then you don't have to. So we have some foiling on here, a little bit of gloss, and then most of the box is matte. Beautiful magnetic box. It's really, really nice. An Oracle deck collection designed by and for witches to better access and utilize the knowledge and mystical powers of magic and witchcraft. This 48 card deck contains elemental contents, astrology associations, planetary correspondences, 1 invocation spell card, 3 spread cards, and 52 cards total. Embrace the magical connection and knowledge of Mother Earth's powerful plants, flowers, and herbs. So then we have the planets and elements there. Let this deck aid you in your journey while deepening your understanding and connection of herbology and garden magic. So he did mention, I just read, and that's why I'm opening this now, he did mention that there was some printing issues with the book itself. That it's a lot, it's a lot lighter than what his original sample was. So with that being in mind, you know, it is going to be a little bit harder to read, but he did suggest that using the cards themselves to help with the meanings and stuff would be good. And he is going to be offering up a PDF file as well, which is available on his Kickstarter messages and stuff. So yeah, so it is a little bit darker than what we would typically like, and I can see what could have happened was the ink just wasn't as dark as it could be, or the background could be a little bit lighter. It happens, you know, that's why he got a sample copy to make sure everything was good, and it just ended up being that they printed on a different printer and it ended up changing the format. But either way, there's a lot of info in here, and if you can get past the lightness of it, it is readable. I unfortunately I'm getting older, so I need to put on some readers. And yeah, I can see the wheat card symbolizes a state of abundance and fulfillment, reminding you that there is always more than enough to go around. It represents the concept of overflow, where blessings and prosperity are abound. Just like a field of golden wheat, your life is filled with opportunities, resources, so on and so forth. So I can read it. You just have to be in good lighting. Definitely not something that you'd want to be reading in candlelight if you were doing any readings or rituals with just a candlelight. So that's out of the way. We have, may you open yourself to all of the profound connections that could be forged with our animal allies, and let their guidance and love enrich your spiritual journey. I wonder if that is also for the animal deck as well. So you have the animals stuff. So I'm not sure if this was supposed to be on the animal box or what have you. So, but I like all the correspondences and stuff. He made absolutely sure that his logo was everywhere, because he's been getting a lot of like copyright people, not copyright people, but people who've been stealing his work. So he's been really putting his image on everything, which is good. So paper, which we prefer. Love the back of the cards. It just gives you that old-timey feel. And then the gilding. So it's smooth compared to the book itself. This kind of just glittery. Let me scoot you in more. That might be too much, but there we are. So the book is more like a scratchy glittery, and then the cards are actually nice smooth gilding, which is beautiful. And it has that nice aged gold look. I'm not a gold person, but when it comes to like antiques and stuff, I prefer that. So yeah, so let's take a look at the cards themselves. I'm pretty much, I'll zoom in just a smidge more. Alrighty, and then we have the Spirit of the Garden deck invocation. And this is just to help bring the deck into its energy. Garden of Reflection. So these are spreads that he makes and puts with it, so you can actually have planting a seed, Garden of Abundance, which are nice. So planting a seed, a new beginning, which is really good for right now, because we're in the halfway point right before spring. So this would be a good one for like St. Bridget's Day in bulk to some folks. Yeah, I always love the spread cards. All right, and then here we are. These look good. They look really, really good. They're clean. You can read what's going on here. Even without my readers, I can see perfectly fine. So then you have all of the elements, but then he actually breaks it down and puts the words there too, which I appreciate. I really do appreciate that, because it helps me understand what these symbols are more so. I have a hard time with symbols and really getting understanding what they mean. So I love that he did that, and I know what that means. I can understand that with the words. And then you have the healing magic is restore, repair, recover for the aloe. We have basil. And this deck is, for me, is going to be good for when I start gardening, because then I can actually take, on his Patreon, he has this cool little gardening journal printout that you can get if you're a Patreon member. And I'm going to use these to help with the correspondence with the magic side of the herbalism that I do. So again, he has all of the symbols here, but then he also has it worded out. So invoke, utilize the fire magic, ambition, creation, initiate. I'm making up words now. So bay laurel, rush, broom. And this is cool too. Invoke and utilize air magic. Decision, quick thinking, logic, and truth. That's awesome. And some of these, like, I don't even know. Oops. Ooh, it's floating. If it's something that's available. So now this is also making me think of, like, can I forage for it? Is it available elsewhere? Like, broom I only knew as, like, you know, sweeping up things. So that's gonna help, you know, make me think of other ways that I can utilize this as well, and find the other herbs and stuff available. Bring forth happiness, catnip, pleasure, enjoyment, satisfaction. It actually was satisfying to have that slide like that. Then we have cedar. Love that they're in alphabetical order for now. Chamomile, clover. I like that he only used the green of the clover, because clover comes in white and red as well, so I like that he's just using the greenery of this for his imagery. Coriander, hearth and home magic, dandelion, wishes and manifestation. I like that. I really do appreciate that, because when it's, I do wish that he did incorporate the phases of the dandelion, like, you know, right before it buds, and then it actually when it buds turns white, and then when it starts to seed and go away. But you get the gist, you get the idea of what it looks like. Now, this isn't a tool for foraging or anything like that, for identification or anything. This is for just magical uses and understanding what the herbs are good for, not necessarily going out in the wild and finding these things. Dill, echinacea. So this is definitely not for health herbalism either. I just realized my tapestry's upside down. So eucalyptus, fern. I got a lot of those in my backyard. I have a lot of foxglove too. Magic of the Fae and fairies. Playful tricks and favors and offerings. Gardenia, garlic, terrarium, heliotrope, hibiscus, that one's a good one, holly. These will also be good to put on your altar. So depending on the season, like if you can't put greenery in your space, you can utilize these to help, you know, bring in the greenery to your altar. Hydrangea, ivy, change and transformation, metamorphosis, development and modify, jasmine, love it, juniper, divination magic, questions, answers, and predictions. Lavender, bring forth peace of mind. Invoke and celebrate success with lemon balm. So lemon balm's also really good for easing the mind as well. Lilac, one of my favorites. Rebirth and renewal, which is nice. That actually, because I don't know if that's because of where this information originates from, but it's only in like the early spring, and then it's done. Like, it doesn't continue to grow. Lily, death magic and cycles. Memento mori. Magnolia, marigold, which is also a calendula. Mugwort, travel and adventure magic, nice. Mullein, darkness and shadow work, okay. That's interesting. I didn't actually know that about mullein, because I know mullein as like a herbal thing, and it's good for your throat or your lungs. Old wounds, solitude, and self-reflection. That's good to keep in mind. This is also good if these cards are good for if you have something that's in your mind, on your brain or something, and it just kind of like sticks out to you. So if like Rose always pops up or something, then you can actually look at these cards and be like, okay, what are you trying to tell me, universe? You know, like what's going on? Why am I always hearing rose, like or smelling rose, or you're not even near roses? This is a good way to reference through that. Mustard, magic of acceptance. Peppermint, pine, rose, enhancing love, romance, relations, rosemary, sage, purification of self, cleanse, remove bad energy, and guard. Sage is also really good on chicken, not the white sage, but the garden sage, green sage. Peppermint, or spearmint, I already did peppermint. Sunflower, thyme, valerian, wheat, abundance and fulfillment, which was what we read. Willow, tap into your intuition, inner voice, sense of trust, and trust within. Willow, I thought that was it. I know better. Willow is also another fae herb as well. Wisteria, another one, embrace your beauty. Pride, radiant energy, self-love. And yarrow, for real, this is the last one. Magical awareness, be mindful, perception, and realization, which is great. Alright, let's give these guys a shuffle. There is no upside down or inside out or any of that, so there's no reversals. These are just, you know, good guide cards. And, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm shaking the table. And they're going to be good for reference. But we might as well utilize these spreads, right? So let's do the planting a seed spread. It says, I'm going to do one more time on the shuffle. And number one, what needs to be cleared from my garden for it to grow and flourish? And this is euphemisms, of course, of probably either like your life, stuff that you need to clear out of your mind. So let's go with what needs to be cleared out of the mind. Oops. I've already dropped them all. Oh boy. Okay, I think that I got them all. They are nice to shuffle. Alright, what needs to be cleared out of your garden? Okay, what needs to be nurtured to support, expand new growth? Oh, let me zoom back up. Oops. Okay. Don't mind my upside down tablecloth. I didn't notice it until just now. What needs to be nurtured to support expansion and new growth? And how can I overcome challenges and ensure my garden is successful? Okay. What needs to be cleared from my garden for it to grow and flourish? We have healing magics, restore, repair, recover. That's the aloe. And this is saying to us that we need to repair and work on healing ourselves. It says what needs to be cleared from the garden. So isn't always, you know, get it out of your life per se, but it is definitely, you know, telling you to figure out what needs to be dealt with, any like past fears or anything that, you know, is holding you stagnant, you know, restore it and repair what is holding you back. What needs to be nurtured to support, expand new growth. Echinacea, amplify your magic, boost potency, efficiency. And this is saying that you're going to want to work on what you already have learned and build up from that. So any type of endeavors that you're going through, you want to build up on that. It says amplify your magic. That could be the studies of the spirituality that you're working with, or it could just be what you're really good at in a career, or something that is your wheelhouse of expertise. Okay, so how can I overcome challenges and ensure my garden is successful? So then we have lilac, rebirth and renewal, new beginnings, refresh, transitions. How can I overcome the challenges and ensure my garden is successful? So this is understanding that you could be working from the ground up. So maybe it's not just that we need to revisit what's going on, but maybe you need to just have a clean slate and start over as well. New beginnings, refresh, understand that what you knew in the past isn't what you're going to be going through, and it's kind of like clear it out, what you knew, and start fresh with new eyes and build up from that. So that's what's going to help you overcome those challenges if you have the mindset of knowing that it's a new beginning. It's just something that you're going to be working through. So that was the planting a seed spread, and we're going to just want to go through this one more time. The gilding is amazing. I like how it's not glitzy, and the cards are just good. I love them with the whole old looking paper. They are matte, which is nice, and I love the backings. And every deck set has its own color, so even if you were to mix them up, you would be able to separate them if you wanted to. Again, he did state that there was challenges with the guidebook, but nothing that he can't fix with a PDF printout. But that's only if you're part of Kickstarter or Patreon or something like that. So that was the deck itself, and if you want to stick around, you can take a look at the goodies that were also included with the Kickstarter. I think he's going to have these up for individual sale. I did not get everything that was part of the Kickstarter. I kind of had to, stay within my means this time around, so I wasn't able to do a lot of the other stuff, but he has like journals and other things as well. So one good thing with the decks, he does include a card of authenticity, so you know that you're getting a legit deck from him. And other goodies, he has this little card as well. So if you wanted to, I don't know if that's going to be good, but if you wanted to screenshot that and become a Patreon member, he does a lot of like exclusive spreads. He actually has booklets that he's been doing lately too, of spreads that are still available for Patreon members. Let's see, exclusive tarot spreads, monthly lunar connections, current zodiac associations, digital tarot books and lessons, Wheel of the Year magic, and much more. So go ahead and I think this also will work too. Screenshot that and you can join that. I've been a member for probably over a year now, and it's only $5 a month, and you get so much out of it. But here's the goodies that were extra because of the goals were met. So this is just a nice card. have a few, but these are his like signature cards. This is awesome. This is a card holder, and I love how like substantial it is. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's definitely a hardwood. And then you have all the astrological symbols, and then the element symbols. You can put your cards in. I like the way the angle is on these too, so that way if you're like literally, you know, sitting at your desk, you want to be able to see them. You don't want them like straight up like this. I have one that's like straight up like this, but I have it higher up in on my desk so I can see straight away. But this is good for if you're just sitting right there with it. And you can even see it as well, which is nice. It might be something I'll utilize if I'm doing any type of readings and stuff on here. I also love this. It's like the nautical star. Also represents the phases of the moon, but it's only 3 of them. So, you know, you can kind of like utilize this as your new moon as well. And then, well, it's not the only thing, but we also got these. He wanted to do something that was going to incorporate every deck and have something available for every deck. We just didn't get too far with, because there was animal figurines that he was going to do, but we didn't get up to that stretch goal, so. But courage, healing, protection, energy, and strength. This is great for your garden, and you could just like plop it in with your herbs and stuff. So that's those. Those are just, you know, wood. And then we have chakra kit. So this would go with the gemstones as well. I mean, I'm kind of glad, like, I don't need any like animal figurines or anything like that. So, but this is a nice little gemstone chakra kit, great for aligning chakras, and you know, the workings with your chakras and stuff. So I thought that was really nice. We got on obsidian. This is red jasper, tiger's eye. This is rose quartz, as much as it doesn't look rosy on my skin. Sodalite, amethyst, and clear quartz. So there's that, and a beautiful little pouch to place that in, so you don't lose them. So yeah, that was it for the Kickstarter extras and the card deck that I received. So I am happy with everything that I had gotten, and I think that he did a really, really good job. The Kickstarter went very, very well. Didn't get as much as they were hoping to get within, you know, goals, stretch goals and stuff. But again, those are just stretch goals. The main prize is the deck itself. So yeah, so that's what I have for you guys for this review, unboxing, and, you know, checking out Grounded by the Moon's deck. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day.